By the way, aren't you going to tell him any stories about Castrum Kremnos? Aren't you worried I'll tell him all the historical myths you despise?
I'd like to see you try.
It's exhausting talking to you sometimes. Castrum Kremnos has been Nikador's territory since ancient times. It's a massive, moving fortress that surrounds the Titan, built by their followers. In the age before the Lance of Fury fell from grace, Castrum Kremnos would follow the Lance into battle after battle. It's a city that enforces strict discipline and reveres military might. Compared to that, the customs of my home feel very unsophisticated.
Receive divinity. Bloom. Repay.
Hit. Lance. Forward.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
The dead return!
Time for a buzz.
Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Yeah. There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis.
We'll finally see some soldiers roaming about.
They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy.
Seems enemies aren't the only things stopping us. This bridge has fallen into disrepair. I suppose even Kremnoan craftsmanship can be unreliable sometimes.
Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts.
No wonder it's so fragile. Maybe these people were taking their grievances out on you.
Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row.
Except now, it's stopping the people trying to kill Nikador. It's moments like this that make me miss Treebe's power. Learning and mastering are two different concepts. Without a priest's resonance, an ordinary person would fall into a coma after chanting the first few words of the prayer. But since you volunteered, please be my guest. the touch. And it's broken again. I guess even a Titan's power isn't enough to stabilize this bridge.
Just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile.
Hit! Lamp! Forward!
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Lamp! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Hit!
Still waters of oblivion.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
The dead return! Lamp! Forward!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
Receive divinity. Repent. Lamp! Forward!
Another blood debt repaid.
Look, the gate open.
Genius. We never would have known if you hadn't said anything.
Let's go. We can take a detour from the broken bridge.
Bloom. The dead return! I underestimated you.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Look! In the sky! That's...
The Blade of Fury. Even if the world lay shattered, it would still hang high above everyone's head.
It's... magnificent.
You haven't seen it at its most magnificent. That's the giant sword Nikador used to destroy Aquila's heavenly kingdom long ago, followed by one city-state after another. It's not just a weapon. It's the faith of the Kremnoan people. Souls who died heroically on the battlefield will further temper the blade in Nikador's hand, becoming a part of the God King's power. Such is the Titan's conquest. Nikador, the Titankin, and the people who have faith and strife sweep away all their enemies. Even in death, they embrace eternal glory.
I think you're exaggerating a little. I can think of at least 3 losses suffered by Castrum Kremnos in the Chrysos War just off the top of my head.
There's no shame in losing to those who conspire and plot in secret. Those weak and despicable individuals are the ones who should be ashamed.
True. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. The Kremnoan people have always been straightforward. They spend their whole lives running to the battlefield. No wonder Zagreus loves teasing you. But that's all in the past. Guess what I'm thinking, Mighty?
Probably nothing good. Keep it simple.
This isn't just an expedition. It's also a battle to determine a victor. Since we're already here, why don't we have a match and fight to our heart's content? Just you and me. Let's recreate the original Kremnos festival. Show me what the grandest fighting competition in Castrum Kremnos was like. Let's gild this expedition with another layer of glory, and compete to see who can kill the most crazed Titankin. How about it?
What's the prize?
The privilege of delivering the final blow to Nikador.
Interesting. I accept your challenge.
I know, Mighty. He prefers to fight alone. There are 2 paths ahead. You and I will take the same one. We won't compete on who's fastest, but on the number of trophies. So we'll each be responsible for our own tally. Don't worry. I won't add his kills to my own count.
Doesn't matter to me, even if you do. You don't know the lay of the land, so I'll give you a 10-step head start.
He already thinks he's won. But I won't decline the offer either. Let's get going. Hopefully the enemies on this side are worthy of our combined might. Finally, opponents who look like they can put up a fight. Let's go! We're going to win this competition!
Not a scratch.
Bloom.
I'm okay.
The dead return!
Not a scratch.
Get!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion.
This is double speed.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Not a scratch.
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Again.
Nothing major.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
That's 2 down. Not a bad start. We fought them together, so naturally I can only take half the credit. That's what I call fair play. Don't worry, Mighty is strong, and so am I. Did you see the look in his eyes? He's racked by homesickness, and doesn't want to show it to anyone else. Nothing is more important to Mighty than his people and glory. The city may be in ruins, but Kremnos is still the only place where he can be free. Now that we've sent him away, he can go have a good cry wherever he wants. He's both my friend and my foe. It's always been this way. Working with him always brings out my competitive side.
Why are you just standing there? Giving up already?
Now what do you know? We're talking strategy here. Let's go. The competition might not be the real goal, but I still really hate losing. Whoa, that's impressive. following an iron chain onto the path leading to the giant sword on the other side? This is more like it!
Is that all?
Huh? When did you get over there?
I told you before you don't know the lay of the land in this city. That's why you won't beat me. And just so you know, I'm at 6.
Whoa! Seems like luck is on your side. Our path was a little lax on security. Not to worry, though. I'll catch up once we cross this iron chain bridge.
Assuming you can get across. Did you see the lightning bolt striking the chain?
It doesn't look like ordinary lightning, which means mindlessly running across would spell certain death. There happens to be a prophecy tablet here, though. Let's go take a look. Maybe it'll help us. Great. Should be smooth sailing from here. How's it going? Oh, you look stumped. I'll be going on ahead, though.
Mere lightning won't stop warrior Castle Kremnos.
Whoa! You're nimbler than I thought.
Worry about yourself. There's an endless abyss below us.
You practically have 9 lives, and on top of that, you're lucky. I'm almost jealous. That was a close one. Thankfully, we both have a remarkable sense of balance. So, this is a lounge. It feels out of place. Maybe this is where all the warriors in the past took their breaks during competitions.
Looks good.
Wait! Don't leave yet. My intuition tells me this room is still hiding a secret. It's a gadget that records your voice. People don't like this sort of thing nowadays. Why don't you hold on to it? It makes a sound when you shake it. Should make for an interesting collectible. Give you something to show for your trip, in addition to the photos. This is a proverb slate. It doesn't look like the rest of the things that were left behind. It looks kind of new, in fact. Who would have left this here? I can't read the runes either. Must be written in an ancient language of Castrum Kremnos. What does that mean? All right, give it a go. Don't worry. We have an expert next door. We can show it to Mighty when we group back up. Though that does remind me. I've been wondering how you can understand the language and writing we use in Amphorius when you're from beyond the sky. Did Amphorius have more dealings with worlds beyond the sky than we thought? But nothing like this was ever recorded in our historical materials. Maybe your arrival will overturn many things we thought we knew. Just regular old bits and pieces. Nothing that stands out. There's a thick layer of dust. Guess no one's been here for a long time. They must have been left behind by Mighty's people when they departed. You've likely seen them in Akima, but it's hard to tell just by appearance. They look the same as anyone else, they just have traditions that are slightly different from ours. Well, we've turned over every nook and cranny. It's time to move on. Creature doing? It's trying to stop us. Killed its own comrade. They truly have... have no honor to speak of. The road ahead is blocked by the Iron Ball. Can you call upon Orynyx's miracle again? No, that's not going to work. It's not your fault. Castrum Kremnos is Nikador's territory, after all. The environment is cutting off your ability to resonate with Orynyx. In principle, there should be an instrument used by time priests somewhere in this fortress. Ah! There it is!
The dead return!
Nothing major.
Lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This is double speed.
Another blood debt repaid.
Bad. Something feels different about you already. Why don't you give it another go? That's it! Nice work!
Bloom. I underestimated you.
Not French.
Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return! Get?
Time for a fun.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion.
This is double speed.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Is that all?
From the sound of things, we're about to lose if we don't step it up.
Nice stretch. Get? Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
Careful. We're getting very close to the Blade of Fury.
fun. This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Receive divinity. Lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion.
Get!
Destined for oblivion.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
This is the center, all right. That's a sizable formation. My thoughts exactly. You have the heart of a fighter, my friend. If the records are correct, directly beneath the Blade of Fury lies the world-renowned Kremnos Arena. The path before us leads either to glory or to death. Of course, glory is ours, and death is theirs.
Approaching now on the duel of gladiators, retains by terror in all spheres. The one, the only Dark Swordmaster, Iron!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Ooh, what a savage hit! The baseballer shows no mercy to their enemies! Can you hear that? The crowd's roaring in approval! Receive divinity. The dead return! Hit!
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Nothing major. Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Marvelous teamwork! These two gladiators!
Time for a fun.
This illusion doesn't seriously. Also content with the noise from outside the arena. How unfortunate.
I underestimated you.
Nice scratch.
Bloom. Repay. Hit. Lance. Forward.
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Familiar. Still waters of oblivion.
The dead return.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. How familiar.
I'm okay. Forward!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
This is double speed. Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. Familiar.
Hit!
Bloom. The dead return!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This is double speed.
Lance! Forward!
I underestimated you.
Destined for oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion. Familiar.
Receive divinity. The dead return! Bloom.
Hit!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun.
With their exceptional strength and perfect teamwork, these two gladiators have bested every opponent!
The glory they've been striving for has not come as anticipated.
How disappointing. No sign of the Titan at all. Is Nikador hiding somewhere?
They're most likely in the soul forging zone. The path is right behind you.
Thanks! What about you?
I'll take the other path. It's crawling with parasites.
You've definitely had the upper hand in this competition.
Shall we go? Well, it's not every day you see a view like this. Go ahead and capture it with the photo stone. So, that friend of yours, her name is March. March 7th. You think our name sounds strange. You guys mentioned her in the Vortex of Genesis earlier. You must really value your friendship with her to go through all this effort to document the journey for her. Yeah, I can tell. Honestly, seeing how you both look out for your friend has furthered my trust in you. A person's true character often comes to light in their friendships. Most of what my teacher taught me has slipped away, but this sentence is still vivid in my memory. Especially in these tumultuous times, friends who you can trust completely are a rare and precious find. Let's keep going. We can't let Mighty Mouse get too full of himself. The prophecy tablet might be able to unlock that closed gate. There! All done. Let's move on. According to Mighty, we need to go deeper into Castrum Kremnos. It's that way. But there's another exit here. I wonder where it leads. Maybe we can use the iron ball to smash through the roadblock. Hopefully it leads to Castrum Kremnos' treasure vault. Otherwise it might not be worth the effort. There's one upstairs. Maybe we can figure out a way to get it down. Choose any path you like. It's entirely up to you. Locked path. That won't stop us. Why is this staircase blocked? Weird to think that people lived here.
This is double speed.
Not scratch. Nothing major.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
Lance! Forward!
The dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
Receive divinity. Repay. Bloom.
Hit!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another blood debt repaid.
Nothing major.
This is double speed.
Not scratch. Nothing major.
Lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Not scratch. Nothing major. The dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
Receive divinity. Repay.
This is double speed.
Another blood debt repaid.
done! Go claim our rewards. No one else in Kremnos will have any use for them anyway.
The dead return! Nothing major.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Receive divinity. Not scratch. Bloom. Repay. The dead return!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun.
On still waters of oblivion. How familiar.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Hit!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
On still waters of oblivion.
fallen titan, soulless kin, and a desolate fortress. This place has fallen pretty far from the way people remember it.
We meet again. What's your count so far?
30.
That's not too far off. We still stand a chance.
Ah, I just remembered! We came across a slate with inscriptions in an ancient language of Castrum Kremnos. Could you help translate it?
Is it beyond your knowledge, amateur historian?
Sadly, yes. You are my only hope now.
You just keep having fun. I've got better things to do.
Not a scratch.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Not a scratch.
Bloom. The dead return!
Hit!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another blood debt repaid.
Nothing major. Receive divinity. Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
Another blood debt repaid.
There's another mural up ahead. Want to take a closer look? Looks like they're creating Titankin. Maybe this is what soul forging means. Crafting a body from rough stones, and then infusing it with a god's golden blood to bring it to life. No wonder Castrum Kremnos keeps winning battle after battle. With this method, they can create as many soldiers as they want.
thought you beat us here again! But there are still plenty of enemies around. What's wrong? Already tired?
I gave you two this final chance on purpose. If you're not interested, fine.
Well, how generous of you! This is the stockpiling zone. We must be getting close to Nikador.
That's right. But by the time you arrive, he might already have fallen by my hand.
Then we must act quickly. We can't let you die right before our eyes, can we? We'll be meeting up with Mighty soon. Want to clean up this area and increase our trophy count?
Victory or defeat. It all comes down to this. The path is cut off. But how did he get through? Oh, did he set up this roadblock on purpose? He might look honest, but he's a lot shrewder than he seems. Enough joking. Let's look around. Ah, this might come in handy. A stone table for the Hand of Zagreus. Let's use it to fill the crack in the path. Simply put, Zagreus is the titan of trickery. Thievery, deception, and betrayal. These unsavory acts are all tied to them. That titan has fallen. But they left bewitching hands scattered all over the world. Now people use these giant hands to move things around. And, well, to steal things, too. I don't normally approve of this, but given the circumstances, let's use it this one time. We need to find a solution to mend the broken path.
Flawless work! Great job!
That's great. Nothing bloom.
Hit!
Time for a fun.
On the still waters of oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Another blood debt repaid. more than one right answer. Seek, and you will find.
So many stones here. I wonder how many war machines can be built with all this. But after today, we'll be slumbering here forever.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Hit!
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Storm's on the horizon. Familiar.
Bloom. The dead return! Receive divinity.
Hit!
Time for a fun.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
The dead return!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Bloom. Not a scratch.
Familiar.
Receive divinity.
Again.
Nothing made the dead return! I underestimated you.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bloom.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Receive divinity.
Still waters of oblivion.
The dead return! Nothing.
Time for a fun.
Bloom. Repay.
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
The dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
Bad news.
I'm okay. I underestimated you.
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Receive divinity. The dead return!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I underestimated you.
Destined for oblivion. This is what exploring the cosmos is all about.
This should work now. Let's just hope no more strange mechanisms get in our way.
Seek, and you will find.
Bloom. The dead return!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
Not a scratch. Receive divinity. The dead return! Hit!
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Not a scratch.
Destined for oblivion.
Lance! Forward!
Again?
This is double speed.
Another blood debt repaid. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Not a scratch. Hit!
Time for a fun.
On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return! Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid. Seek, and you will find.
Look, someone's getting impatient.
You took your sweet time.
Apologies, but someone forgot to clear out the obstacles along the way.
Enough chatter. Show me your tally.
Haha! Looks like we won!
Well, I'm a man of my word. You can deliver the final blow.
Wait! On second thought, the stakes seem a bit too high. Deciding who gets the glory with just one competition might be disrespectful to the gods. Let's change the stakes. You can just share half your spoils with us. As for Nikador, we can take them down together.
The real question is if we can pull it off. Well, here's your spoils.
They're right up ahead then?
There's just a faint scent, but I'm certain they're here. We're about to cross paths with strife.
Wow! Look at this big guy! Could this be Verax Leo?
Show some respect. This is Chrysius Leo, not some rumor-spouting gossip monger. Chrysius Leo was the top advisor in Castrum Kremnos, whose wise counsel helped my tribe win many battles and thwarts numerous schemes. Sadly, he has lost his voice now. If only the Chrysos heirs could benefit from his wisdom.
Mighty Moss. Crown Prince?
Leo, after all these years, you're still awake.
Mighty Moss, I could never forget your voice. I've been waiting for this moment all along.
Please, teacher, share your wise counsel with me.
Crown Prince Castrum Kremnos has lost everything. Its people, traditions, most importantly, its glory.
To survive, our people have migrated, and our traditions have faded with time. But glory, even though it has vanished into the mist and its walls have crumbled, Castrum Kremnos has never forsaken the glory of its warriors. Why say otherwise?
Our god has completely lost their sanity. No longer a revered symbol of war. They have fallen and are now plotting an evil scheme. I urge you, Mighty Moss, to put an end to their endless suffering. Allow them to die as a warrior. They must go with honor.
Teacher, answer me! As your crown prince, I command you!
Mighty, let him rest. He must be exhausted.
Perhaps those were just the delirious words of a dying lion. I shouldn't overthink it. Let's keep going.
Hold on. This is the slate that I mentioned earlier. We couldn't decipher it. Maybe it's connected to the scheme the old lion mentioned.
Hand it to me. Nikidor would never.
That explains the surprise attack on Akuma. I didn't think that the Mad Titan could have orchestrated it.
Akuma is on the brink of destruction. Someone needs to go back and rescue them.
No. We need to press on and finish our mission.
Are you blinded by glory? As I said before, victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army.
We're just one step away from Nikidor. Defeat the source of the evil and the threat will vanish on its own. Just like that decisive strike, there is no turning back for us. Nikidor could drive Akuma to the brink of ruin. But we can do the same to them. Besides, I have faith in Aglaya and Tribi. With two demigods and our allies watching over Akuma, they should be more than capable of protecting the Holy City.
All right. I'll trust your judgment this time. Let's hope we don't end up in an abyss of regrets. Nikidor, has your divine body truly been hollowed out by the hands of madness? Have you completely forsaken your dignity as a warrior? Sweltering heat, Titan's wrath has set the air ablaze.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close.
Looks good.
It's getting even hotter. Is this place still in use?
After we pass through here, we'll reach the soul forging zone.
The heat is unbearable. And all these thoughts are echoing in my head. On second thought, this could very well be where we meet our end. Right?
Be careful. Your thoughts are being corrupted by strife.
You're right. It was my decision to keep pushing forward. And with him here, we're sure to complete our mission and return safely. Just like the path ahead. Even though it's completely dilapidated, it will still lead us to our final destination.
Let me smash it.
Hold your horses. Don't waste your energy here. Use your head. Looks like we'll need to use the hand again.
Look out! An enemy!
Put your sword away. It seems to still be rational. We might be able to get some clues from it.
master and guide. Immortal soul of war, ever by my side.
Titankin, let me ask you this. Is Castrum Kremnos planning to destroy Akuma? What do you propose? I'm all ears.
All hail Nikador, my master and guide. Immortal soul of war, ever by my side.
It is indeed rational, but just barely.
Immortal soul of war. Let's keep going. There might be other Titankin nearby we can talk to.
Aren't you going to take care of it?
If you see it as a threat, go ahead. I have no reason to do it.
Sculpt an indestructible body with steel that never rusts. The all-powerful Nikador, ruler of all lands. The all-divine Nikador, bringer of 1,000 fears.
An indestructible body. The Nikador that attacked Akuma was only a double. Considering what the Titankin said, could there be more of them in Castrum Kremnos?
By the end of the war, Nikador had succumbed to madness, and their divine power dwindled. Now the Titan's remaining strength is less than 1/10 of what it once was. Creating doubles for themselves might have stabilized their power, but instead of a glorious death, they chose to drag out their miserable existence. How tragic.
They seem to have forfeited all their dignity as a warrior. Leading your people away from here was the right choice, Mighty.
There's no need to glorify my choice, Deliverer. It was just a self-imposed exile that cost me my pride. Not something worth celebrating in a song. What if the Titankin's words are true? Going up against Nikador is destined to be a bitter fight.
Speaking of indestructible bodies, you're quite the expert in that area yourself.
You talk too much.
Did I ever tell you the Chrysos heirs are all endowed with unique powers? Legend has it that Mighty, the invincible Crown Prince of Kremnos, has a talent for defying death.
Martyrs, consecrate your souls of war for the lance of fury. You shall become Nikador's blade to pierce through the enemy's heart and core. You shall be reduce the decayed world to ashes.
Reduce the decayed world to ashes with nefarious schemes.
They've been twisted by madness, just like cats from Kremnos. They remember how to kill, but they've forgotten why.
I've always believed that killing with blades isn't any nobler than killing with subterfuge. Aside from one's mission and survival, no other reason can justify violence.
That's where we differ. For my tribe, glory and conquest are also valid reasons.
But deep down, you don't really agree with that, do you?
Martyrs.
Was it facing us the whole time?
Ready your arms.
For the lance of fury, consecrate your souls of war.
Nothing. Receive divinity.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dead return! Bloom.
Lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion.
The dead return!
Time for a fun.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Receive divinity. Repay.
How familiar.
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Bloom. The dead return!
Time for a fun.
Familiar. On the still waters of oblivion.
Receive divinity.
Lance! Forward! Hit!
I underestimated you. The dead return!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
I've given up on figuring out the logic of these minions. They're just pure chaos.
No matter. You and I will soon bring this madness to a close. Are you ready, Deliverer?
Always. Bearing the core flame of strife has been my deep-seated desire. We're so close to the fall of a Titan. It feels unreal.
Don't think of them as a god. It's just you, me, and them. Warriors in a fight to the death.
Oppressive feeling from earlier. It's back. Do you feel it? But that bluster is no longer pure. It's mingled with the scent of blood and the cries of lost souls. The fate I've been hoping for lies behind this door.
Insisted that we come here. Now, show us that cursed resolve.
But how can I pretend that this is just an ordinary battle? My mission and purpose all depend on this. Can you forget the suffering of your people and your corroded homeland?
Never. But I've learned a method you probably wouldn't understand. All that anger and regret I feel right now. I've learned to control them and hone them into a razor-sharp weapon for my use. It has a simple name. Intent to kill.
You really are a beast. But right now, perhaps it's best for us to submit to the beasts inside.
Corrupted God! Face me and meet your doom! I am a son of Kremnos, and a Chrysos heir of the prophecy. And I now offer you the fairest deal. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives of mine for your glorious death!
I may not be able to fight like you.
Do battle in my own way and bring down this god!
Nothing may receive divinity.
Good as new.
Don't get complacent.
I'm on guard.
More enemies.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Bloom.
Don't worry, it's just a screen.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! Hit!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
From still waters of oblivion.
I'll see you off. I underestimated you.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Free will, or was it
You chose the wrong enemy.
Time for a clap.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
It's time.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Hit!
Still waters of oblivion.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Don't worry, it's just a scrap.
I underestimated you. Receive divinity.
Good, isn't it? Time for a clap. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Another journey begins.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Still waters of oblivion. Familiar.
Hit!
I'll see you off.
Destined for oblivion.
You took the bait.
I'm on guard.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Stop hiding behind those pathetic doubles! We'll crush you!
Still waters of oblivion.
More enemies. Time for a run.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Good as new.
Repay.
Not a scratch.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off. Nothing major.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun.
Nothing major. You chose the wrong enemy.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Bloom.
Good as new.
Repay. Nothing major.
I'm okay.
On the still waters of oblivion.
I'll see you off.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Time for a fun.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Finally ready to yourself, Titan. Wrath, humanity, corrupted God.
Receive divinity.
Good as new.
Repay.
I'm on guard.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Time for a fun.
Hit!
Doja! Helios!
Bloom.
Don't worry. It's just a script.
Nothing major. Eternal sleep is the dead return!
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance at the ready.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
You chose the wrong enemy.
On still waters of oblivion.
I'm on guard. Hit!
More enemies.
Let's settle this.
Doja! Helios!
Receive divinity.
Don't worry. It's just
Eternal
a script.
sleep is the dead return!
Lance at the ready.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'll see you off.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Time for a fun.
I'm on guard.
I underestimated you.
Still waters for flip.
Time for a fun. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Doja! Helios!
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Don't worry. It's just
Eternal
a
sleep is not...
The dead return!
Lands at the ready.
Time for a fun.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
That's half the work. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Major.
I'm on guard.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion.
Doja! Helios!
Time for a fun.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Bloom.
Don't worry. It's just
Eternal
a
sleep is not the...
The dead return!
Good as new.
Repent!
still waters. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nothing major. I'll see you off.
This combat needs a... This is double speed.
Free will, or was it fate? Destiny.
Shatter the armor of strife and strip away the core blade!
Doja! Helios!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Another journey begins. I'm still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
Don't worry, it's just a scrap.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Hit!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Destined for oblivion.
Doja! Helios!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
I'll I'll see you off.
Lance at the ready.
Nothing major.
Still waters of oblivion.
Receive divinity.
Good as new. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Let's settle this. Blue.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I'm on guard. Get!
Doja! Helios!
Immortal wretch. How amusing.
The souls of war are amassing in the skies above Kremnos, surging toward the Blade of Fury. They have no intention of winning the fight. Instead, they're using death after death to temper their blade. Even with 100 deaths, they've resolved to pierce through Kefali's body.
All their honor is gone. How did the god of our tribe fall so low? Deliverer, here is your moment. I'll hold him off here and keep him from wielding the Blade of Fury. You need to head back and notify the two demigods.
Are you out of your mind, facing the Titan alone? I'm staying too. Friend, please.
Get lost! Do you have to make me say this? I must stay here. Not for Akima's safety, but to settle the score with my god. Even if immortality is a curse, it shouldn't be used so despicably. Go, Deliverer. Your battlefield lies elsewhere.
Stay strong. Try not to get killed too many times.
Finally, some peace. You and I, two warriors rejected by death. Is there any contest more fair than this? Come forth, the king who has never claimed his throne, against the god who has fallen from grace. How perfectly matched we are! Let's battle till the world's final breath.
We're back.
Tired and dizzy. Will Dee be okay?
He'll be fine. Midamos is the fiercest warrior I know. Something Mighty was born with. A blessing and a curse. The true mark of Chrysosair. Go get some rest, Trianne. We might need your help again before you know it.
Okay. Don't worry about me. Take care of yourselves, too.
Let's go. It's a race against time. We have to find Aglaya right away.
back to the granddad.
What are you folks going to do next?
They're back.
Aglaya! Wait, where's Treeby?
She began making the necessary preparations the moment we got your message.
The city's citizens are enjoying themselves like it's any other day. Do you not see this as a crisis?
Arkema would be in constant turmoil if we were to raise the alert each time danger befell us. Silently eliminating threats and sparing them from living under the shadow of fear, that is the duty of the Chrysos heirs.
I don't see things that way, but now's not the time for arguments. The Blade of Fury has its aim trained on Kefali's heart. We need to stop the Mad Titan or the entirety of the Holy City could be reduced to ash. But Nikador has crafted an indestructible body for himself. One that can't be entirely destroyed. Mighty is buying us time. We need to cherish every second he's fought for.
You're willing yourself to stay calm, Finan. That's commendable progress. Castrum Kremnos has been shrouded in the fog far too long, leaving us unable to discover the mystery behind Nikador's undying body. I can only hope to learn the truth from one Titan.
You mean...
Lord Finan, I will join you in the audience with Orynyx. Let's hope they can restore the visions of the past and reveal the truth behind Nikador's defiance of death.
You have no clue either, Miss Casterus?
Strife and death used to be inseparable. Nikador valued honor in their glory days, so they would never have betrayed their allies back then. But their pact was broken when Nikador descended into madness. From what we know so far, in the pursuit of an immortal body, Nikador betrayed death.
There's one other thing. We found a slate in Kremnos that mentioned an infiltration.
Don't worry about that. Treeby and I will do our best to protect the people of our holy city. Focus on getting to Orynyx and using whatever means possible to learn the Mad Titan's secrets. Treeby is waiting for you outside the city. Go with her to the Abyss. I will pray to Kefali that you will find success.
Treeby, we're ready to set off.
Okay, we've been updated on what has happened. Let us send you into the Abyss this time.
Are you sure? It's always been Trienne doing this.
The 2 trips to and from Castrum Kremnos have completely drained Trienne. She'll need some time to recover. We can handle this, Snowy. This is as much for Dee as it is for everyone else.
High Priest Treeby, do you have any suggestions on how we can get Orynyx to respond to us later?
Sorry. We wish we could help, Cass, but Orynyx has never been a Titan to chat or interact with humans.
I suppose. We'll have to rely on ourselves then.
If that Titan refuses to be on our side, we'll have to resort to a fight.
Ornyx isn't an evil Titan at heart. Let us hope things won't reach that point. Time is of the essence, everyone. We should get going. This is it! The Century Gate can only take you this far. Although the Temple of the Three Fates has been abandoned for a long time, the magical barriers woven by the priests still linger around it. Approaching with Yanis's power recklessly could be extremely risky.
We understand. Thank you, Treeby.
We have to go back to Akama to help Aglaya. Snowy and Cass, we trust that you know how to summon us when you're done. Here, keep this with you. This token is proof of a Yanis priest. Hold it up to the Gate of Infinity, and you'll be able to walk through unimpeded. Take care, alright? May carefully light your path forward.
Important decisions will be waiting for us every step of the way. What we're about to do will not only determine Mighty's fate, but also that of every single resident in Akama. The Temple of the Three Fates is behind the Gate of Infinity, and Ornyx is at the very heart of this temple. We're going to have to find Ornyx and convince them to help us in our battle.
May everything go well for us.
It is. The world seems to have plummeted to its end in the blink of an eye.
I believe that was the Titan speaking. I believe it was Ornyx. I have to listen closely to what they are saying. Devious and repulsive humans. Are you here to disturb my peace again, just as disaster approaches?
Miss Casteris can understand the Titan's words. That's exactly why we need her on this trip.
Cease your efforts, and let yourself be swallowed by the confusion of time and space.
Ornyx is turning us away. It seems like we've hit an obstacle on the very first step.
Could the Titan have created this chaotic scene we see in these ruins as a barrier to hinder us?
We'll overcome any obstacle, no matter what they throw at us. Treeby gave us a demonstration when we had to pass through here the last time. It's up to us to recreate these miracles now.
Curse you mortals. Curse your pride and your merciless ways.
The dead return!
Lance! Forward!
This is double speed.
Nice scratch. Receive divinity. Repay.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nothing to make the dead return!
Destined for oblivion.
Get! Lance! Forward!
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Looks good.
Oryx is saying something again. Who are you to command me? Does your inhumanity know no end?
Are we actually forcing the Titans to do our bidding with these miracles? We can't afford to stop and think about that right now. Let's press on.